Okay, don't mind my mess, but this is a 2008 Trailblazer 330. I'm gonna make this video because I think this might help some people out. I did a bunch of research trying to find wiring diagrams on this bike, and there's hardly anything available online. And I've seen some other videos where people have found that these little modules go bad. It's a power distribution module, and it also functions as a voltage regulator. This is $500 to buy a remanufactured one, and a new old stock one is like $700. I mean, I'm not even sure this is a stock one, but you don't need this. If you just want to get your bike running, and yeah, I even have lights. I have my fan working, everything works. You just don't need this. The only thing that doesn't work on this bike entirely is my kill switch and my factory light, but I could wire in the factory light if I really wanted to. I could wire in the kill switch. Everything else functions as it should. This isn't necessary, and I'll tell you how to fix that, or how to bypass this. This is just a terrible design. There's no need for all of this on a four-wheeler. It's a four-wheeler, not a freaking brand new car. Why do we need a computer? This is your ignition module, so I mean you're gonna have to have that, a CDI box ignition module, same thing. I just bought a voltage regulator. This is actually for a 2009 Trailblazer 330. As long as it's a 4-wire or 5-wire rather, voltage regulator rather. Did I call it an ignition module? I apologize. But this is a voltage regulator. You ground the red one, or you ground the black one. You put power to the red one, which you can cut out of the factory harness for that module. Put the power to the red one, and then you take your 3 yellow wires, which is in this other harness, and connect it to that, and it's going to charge your battery for 12 volts. Well, actually, it charges at 14.5. And to add power to your ignition, I just added an ignition switch, ran power from the battery up to the ignition switch. I put power to my starter solenoid from here. So this wire runs back to my starter solenoid, which is on the key. This line here runs down and this is my ignition on. And it pins into this little pigtail right here. You'll find a block that has 2 sides in it. One side is complete ground and one side is power. When you turn your key on, all the bike does is power this up. Power. So to get spark, you just have to power up the side of this that's power. One side, all of the wires are brown, and the other side, all the wires are colored. It's on the colored side. Just add power to that side. Cut any one of those wires and add power to it, and you're going to have power on your ignition side. So therefore, your coil, ignition module, all that will have power, and you completely bypass that hunk of crap. It saved you $500. These bikes are pretty cheap. I don't think anybody wants to spend a quarter of what the bike's worth to keep it on the road. I mean, it's a clean bike. It runs perfect. Everything's fine. And this part is replaceable for $50 on Amazon. That key switch is $12. And I did replace the starter solenoid because mine was bad. And that was, I think, $8 or $10. I mean, you're going to spend less than $100 on all the stuff to redo this and a spool of wire. I mean, you're going to spend less than $100. And I just heat shrank everything and tidied it up, made it clean. I'm going to tidy this up a little more. But there's absolutely no reason why you should ever... see, my factory key switch is right here. I just turned it on the on position and taped it off. I just left it alone. And then I put a new key switch right here. I just bypassed everything. The bike fires up and starts as it should. My fan comes on with my accessory. I just wired power from the fan to accessory on the key. Power from the light to accessory on the key. Grounded both of them. Fires up and runs as it should. Now, I know there's some purist somewhere that's going to complain this is the wrong way, but I would much rather spend $100 to get the bike back going than spend $500 to get the bike back going. And the reality of it is I could sell this bike tomorrow and the next owner would literally never know unless the power regulator or voltage regulator went out. I mean, I'll tidy up the wiring if I sell it. I'm not going to leave it a junk, but it's not that important, guys. Like, all these guys on the YouTube are trying to figure out how to even make it start again. They don't even know what's going on. Once they figure out it's that box, they're talking about just selling the bike and this and that. I've seen a couple videos that don't make any sense. I guess my point of view is if I can fix it for less than $100, I might as well just fix it and keep riding. I mean, the bike will get down the road now. It cost me less than $100 on Amazon. You don't need this. Throw this in the garbage.